Good morning. Good morning. This is the Deacon Talk Show, Raw, and I am your host, Kung Fu CJ. And I wanted to jump on here because everybody's yelling about redistricting and crying about this and that. And I was like, there's one thing I'm not hearing a lot of people say. And I'm gonna play a few clips and I'm gonna react to this redistricting. I'm gonna start off with this one right here.
State Senator Gary Carter stepped away from a Senate committee that is considering the proposed changes to the congressional district map. After a heated exchange last week, Senator Carter called it a voluntary leave of absence for the sake of decorum. He says his voice in the legislative process will remain strong and unwavering. Friday, the panel heard 4 bills that redraw Louisiana's congressional districts. Senator Carter asked Senator Jay Morris what he'd tell people who thinks his actions are racist, given he passed bills impacting the jobs of elected black officials in New Orleans.
Let's look at the totality of your work. Your work has eliminated the elected seat of an African American in the city of New Orleans. Your work has eliminated the political power of numerous elected officials in the city of New Orleans. And so as the courts review it, I ask them to review your work. I'm not trying to make suggestions about your work, but I will talk about your work.
You're not going to
take a recess. No, I don't want a recess. I already took a recess. You are no different than the senator than I am. And you are no different than the... Put my microphone back on.
Well, State Senator Morris then left the witness table and could be heard telling people seated in the audience, y'all need to shut up. Attorney General Liz Murrill, meanwhile, says State Senator Morris and his staff received death threats after that heated hearing. Murrill says there's no place for threats or violence in the political process and accuses critics of intentionally misquoting Senator Morris.
Wow. He upset. He real upset. He really upset. But he ain't the only one upset. Check out this guy crying. Misquoting the Bible, misquoting facts. Check him out.
I have no doubt in my mind that the map's going to pass. If y'all can give us less than 0 seats, you would do it. Y'all do this under the orders of somebody that said the Civil Rights Act was harmful to white people, that it caused reverse racism. RFK said that black children are overfilled on antidepressants and that they need to be reparented on different farms, all of them. Pete Hegseth constantly brings Doug Wilson to the Pentagon to give a prayer service. Doug Wilson is the same pastor that said that slave owners were on strong spiritual ground. I don't have no belief in no morality on anybody that followed Donald Trump. If you wasn't with this map, you wouldn't be underneath this president. You wouldn't be in your party. You would stand up, you would stand against it, you would speak out about it. So as far as I'm concerned, if you here as one of these Trump Republicans, you already showed us who you are. You showed us what you want to do. And I believe the country as a whole is rebuking your party. Y'all are in a death spiral. That's why y'all have to redistrict. That's why y'all have to cheat. That's why Trump got to go to Texas and say he entitled to 5 more seats. It's because y'all know what y'all doing is abhorrent. We letting our people die in Iran based on false pretense that Tulsi Gabbard and Joe Kent said ain't real. Y'all okay with all that. So I'm positive y'all gonna be okay with the maps. But the beautiful thing is, the children that y'all have made and the people that's younger than y'all don't support none of this racism that y'all want. The MAGA party is the last breath of the Confederacy. And I'll be happy to see millennials and Gen Z bury y'all. There will be no more of your party. The midterms gonna come, y'all gonna get wiped out. Trump gonna get dragged out of the White House, and I'ma love every second of it. Because y'all loved every second of the suffering that he caused to everybody in this country. And worldwide, we starve in Cuba. We bomb Nigeria. We holding Zimbabwe and Zambia hostage for their minerals. We don't want to give them aid support. The pro-lifers that say all life is special, y'all letting kids die of AIDS. What part of your Bible say that? Point out the scripture. I think everybody would love to see it. And we would love to see y'all in the midterms.
You hear him crying? They doing this and they doing that. Check this out. First Samuel, the whole book of First Samuel, God told Saul to kill everything and everybody. Point blank. He said women and children and even the cattle. So he wrong there. He upset because they redrawing the district. All they doing is making it fair for everybody. But it's done in a way that makes it legal. There are more conservatives in the United States than there are liberal progressive Democrats. So the redistricting is basically making it fair. So, you know, I put the link in the chat in case anybody want to come up here and join me and we discuss this. But they crying. They crying. They're crying because now they have to compete. It's not about black and white. It's about U.S. citizens now. It's about, okay, now I got to go to this all white district, or I got to go to this mixed district of Latinos and blacks, or Latinos and whites, and when they vote. And tell them what my plan is when I get on Capitol Hill, or what my plan is when I get to the State House. You got to compete now. Why are you upset? You have to compete. You have to give sound policies. And if you don't do it, guess what? They're not gonna vote for you. If they don't like your policies, they're not gonna vote for you. Hey, Sugar Shane, what's up, big guy?
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm Pupita. But no,
Hey,
no, 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 no. No, I'm telling you one thing right quick. It looks like a 2-year-old got their first crayon and drew those freaking guidelines. And we're getting redistricted, dude. Look at California. Look at it. It's ridiculous. Look at Tennessee's, and I got screwed over
wow.
to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who's birds chirping?
That
I
wasn't.
hear a
He's,
birdski.
Hey, Tam.
hey, I'm outside. Can
But
y'all hear me?
yes, we can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can all hear you just fine, sweetheart.
Okay.
But redistricting is hilarious.
I know.
Like, if you ever look at how the Republicans redistrict, they always go nice and square, or formally square, you know. But when the Democrats do it, it's all like all over the damn place. And it
That's
doesn't make sense. They want everything to work for them when they got their we got 2026 and we got our votes coming up. So
right.
they make everything crazy as shit. My bad on the language, but
Just keep it to a minimum.
They they
hey, Dino ain't doing there.
they just want to holler victimhood for everything, and it's crazy. It's like, what? Everything's not racist. Come on, people.
Oh, you should have called me. I wish I would have recorded it. I went to the city hall meeting with I live in Cincinnati. And I got Mayor Aftab, and I went great. He didn't answer a single damn question, so I just roasted him. Like I'm straight out just roasted him about everything he's doing wrong and how it's not recovered. and everything's gone downhill.
Right.
And sanctuary cities are wonderful. They're great for the illegals, but
I feel you. Diamond Dave.
We need
I did not
we
get
need
kicked out though. I was not asked to leave. I stood for the remaining, you know. But
Go
yeah,
ahead, Tam.
it's it's just crazy about all this victimhood. It's like, okay, I was born in the 80s. I never knew what skin color was. And it's 2026. I'm like,
exactly.
what in the world?
I was born in Miami-Dade, and I didn't have any white friends. I didn't know. I didn't know like the difference between colors. They were just fuck. I'm gonna use the bad word. They were just freaking children, and we were friends. You know what I mean? We hung out, and we did stuff. You know the ones you like and the ones you don't like. You know, and that was it. And it was simple. And my mom was babysitting. There was like damn near 15 kids there. And it is what it is.
Well,
It's kind of like
It's probably based on location because I mean I
well,
was
like,
born in 1989 and like I grew up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and like in the 90s and the early 2000s, like Minneapolis was like hella racist. There's a lot of shit going on there.
no, it wasn't racist for me.
well, I,
I was in Germany and like all other countries.
Oh yeah,
So
I
you
mean
can't
I've been to other countries too. Like I mean I went to high
as
school
a
in
child,
America, but
as a
like I
child.
would what as a child. Yep. So like as a child, India, England, which I'm a dual citizen of. I now live in Mongolia. So like the UK, there was stuff going on in London, especially
Can we
after
ask you a
Bishopsgate.
personal question?
Sure.
What race are you?
I'm like a hybrid. I'm a mix. So my
Everybody,
father's yeah, I'm like British, Indian, German, some Scandinavian, and I think that's it mainly European.
yeah, I'm German and Irish. So we're all
well,
black.
like I say, like I've always said, I'm not a race. I'm an American citizen. Yeah, my skin is white, but doesn't make me a race. I'm not a race. Just like Kung Fu CJ, he's my brother in Christ. He's black, but that doesn't make him any different from me. You
You
know,
guys,
I don't believe in race, color. I don't believe in none of that. And that's the problem with this world is we want to throw out here race and religion and all this stuff. Stop doing that. Let's be children of God and be one nation under God and Americans. That's what we need to say. We're Christian first and American second. And that's all
well,
it needs to be. Those are the two things. That's it.
you got that,
Amen.
and you got me. And I live in a bad part of town, and all my friends are black. Like I know I don't have that one white friend. I got all black friends. So I'm only freaking white person in this
Well,
neighborhood.
well, you know
So
what's funny? This whole thing of victimhood, it drives me crazy, and I'm going to tell you why it drives me
no, they
crazy the
don't complain
most.
though. They don't, dude. Because I talk to them
No,
personally.
no,
Like we smoke
I'm just
weed and
saying,
stuff
and
together, but like
I'm
they don't
saying, I'm
complain about the government. They complain about what's going on for them.
well, I'm just saying in general. So I'm tired of the liberal and Kung Fu CJ. Don't take this the wrong way, which because I know you're not a liberal. Okay, but what I'm fixing to say is I'm tired of the liberal black people hollering victimization because guess what? I'm white. I grew up in a a poor neighborhood. I grew up in the
Yeah.
ghetto. I grew up in housing project. We had no water, no
Ain't that,
heat.
ain't the shit
So
I
don't sit here and say that the white man holds the black person down because guess what? I'm white and I grew up in the hood.
You
I
gotta
grew
play
up in
your
the
cards.
hood.
In life, you gotta play your cards. And
That's
I
right.
don't give a shit what kind of cards you're dealt. You gotta play them right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
I mean, I could sit here all day long and holler victim because of the way I grew up. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. I let it make me who I am today. I made it let me be strong, independent, work hard for everything I got. And in America, all of us can do that. Every single person in America has the opportunity to do whatever they want, be rich, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. You can be rich here in America. It don't matter.
Shane got a internet problem.
I guess Shane chose not to be rich with the internet problem.
I
I think
mean,
he got a connection issue. That's all. Here's the
but
thing.
am I right? Am I
Yeah,
right, Kung Fu CJ?
look, I
You can do that anywhere too because
yeah,
it's a
you can do it
mentality thing.
anywhere.
You could do it anywhere. Like there are people all
Right.
over the world that do that.
Yeah,
No,
but here in America,
it's easier
it's the
here
per-
in America. It's
It's
much.
actually, well, it's easier outside the US because they don't have the like identity politics and like all the other things that go on. Like I mean from the finance standpoint, right? It's really hard to like have a successful small business because of how the tax code works, right?
Okay.
It's designed to like it's designed to benefit the corporations. It's not designed to help the common man. Whereas in other countries,
In what
like
country?
oh, we're talking about the American tax code right now.
Well,
Yeah,
if you're not using their tax code right then.
but this is what you
Hmm.
don't
I
understand.
didn't hear what Shane said. I didn't hear what Sugar Shane said.
You're
Say it
not
again.
using your tax code right.
That's right.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing
Because in
too.
the
It's
United
like the
States,
bureaucracy. The
There's no
bureaucracy.
bureaucracy.
when
There,
it
I
comes down
mean,
to
you
the
gotta
tax
know
code,
what the hell you're doing.
yeah,
yeah. What I mean, when it comes down to the tax code, there's a lot of it. Because I mean, my degrees are finance and accounting, and
I don't care what your
it's kind of
degrees are.
interesting.
I'm talking about the tax code. And
if
you
you
don't
Yeah,
know
the
learn
what the hell
the
tax
you're
code.
tax
doing.
code, you can
Yep.
write off everything except shoelaces.
Depending
And
on
that's
what
what
your
I do.
business
That's
is,
how I help
yes.
people get
No,
money back
no.
on their taxes.
Yep.
A part-time business can be run just like a huge
Bingo.
corporation.
Yep.
Bingo.
But they
That's
won't
the
make the
reason
same
why they
amount of
won't touch
capital
the
due to the
tax
lack
But
of
code.
you think
leverage.
we're gonna file the same taxes? Hell
Yeah,
no.
Mm.
We're gonna file our own taxes and we're gonna go by IRS and we're gonna go right through it. If I
Yep.
don't know what the hell you're doing, Diamond, but man, you gotta
I've never had a
step that
problem
up a
with
little
it.
bit.
I've never had a problem with it. I've worked with a lot of people that have had problems with it. It's really interesting, right?
I
No, you need to look into it.
I
I
have
mean
for the past 10
to be
years.
honest,
yeah.
honestly, Diamond Dave, the only problems we have here in America is in the blue communities. The blue
The blue
communities in
states. Yep.
Republic.
They want more money.
Well, it's not just states; it's the communities too. Because here, I live here in Texas, and the blue parts of Texas are nothing compared to the red parts of Texas. If you live in
Right.
the red parts of Texas, we're all. I mean, we trust me. It is
It's a
night and day between the blue parts of Texas and the red parts of Texas.
Yeah, I live in
Yeah.
the blue part of Ohio.
oh my
And
goodness.
yeah, yeah, it's like you got Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati in
Ooh,
Ohio.
I didn't
I
know
live.
Ohio had blue parts. Like
yeah, they do.
Minnesota's its own animal.
Yeah,
Minnesota's
But
its own animal.
I tell you one trick. Just file sick on your uh, people you got to claim on your tax, and then
Hmm.
that'll help out a little bit. You might owe more at the end of the year, but yeah, they ain't gonna tax that much.
Oh yeah, I used to just
I
claim
mean,
exempt all the way down.
I feel
Say
you.
it
Well,
again.
I've been to other countries and I've gone into the bad parts of the countries, and I'm saying right now, America is the greatest country there is for anybody to
Uh,
live.
why do you think everybody's trying to break into this country?
I know, right?
Yeah.
but
I moved to Mongolia. I got married, so I moved to
Yeah,
Mongolia.
I
Well,
got
I mean,
hey, Diamond, odd question here. You moved to Mongolia, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Do you still have to pay taxes to the United States?
Technically no.
All right. Technically, is there any issue with that?
What'd you say?
Technically, is there any issue with that?
No.
And you still have the U.S. citizenship.
For now.
For now, you still got to pay taxes, bro.
Well, and I mean, here's the thing. I don't technically. I mean, technically,
Actually,
I
you do.
do. I mean, technically, yeah. But once, like, so here's the thing. Once my student loans are paid off and once child support is paid off, that's when I can dump the U.S. citizenship if I want to. Like, if
How
I
long
could right now, which is like, if I could right now, I'm leaning heavily towards doing that.
How long is the child support gonna last for?
3 years, and then student loans is about 3 to 4.
How much in the child support you owe a month?
Why do you want to know that?
I don't even know that. I'm just asking you. And I also want to know about.
That's kind of a weird question. No offense.
No, we talking
No,
about.
What'd you say?
I'm doing analysis on this situation.
Oh, the situation.
Yeah, I've already done the analysis on the situation. I know what I'm doing.
So I would like to give you further advice
Listen,
on if you're doing it right or if you can use a little bit of adjustment.
No, I know what I'm doing.
So that's bad then, because you won't even bring it up to public.
all right.
I mean, that's your opinion. That's fine.
Yeah, everybody's got their own opinion. But
Exactly.
no,
All right, guys. I'm trying to get back to the topic. The topic is redistricting. And I got another clip.
Let's get to some breaking news now. A potential shakeup to the balance of power as Tennessee Democratic Representative Steve Cohen said he is ending his re-election bid. Cohen's announcement follows Republicans in his state withdrawing a new congressional map. It cuts up his majority black district, which includes Memphis, into 3 red-leaning districts. Earlier today, Cohen spoke on the redistricting effort, accusing GOP lawmakers of using race and party in their decision.
Well, it's power, but it's definitely race too. In the redistricting, 2 of the new districts have 29% black population. The third one is, I think, 31 or 32%. It's within the margin of error. If you didn't consider race and you drew 3 new districts and 2 of them were exactly 29%, that in itself, in their maps, militate against what they have alleged, that it has nothing to do with race, but with policy and with party. It wouldn't come down with 29%.
Cohen's held his seat since 2007. He's Tennessee's only Democrat in Congress.
So he's upset because now he got to compete. That's basically it. You now have to compete for your seat.
And
well, that's how it
the
goes
worst,
because they try to rig the system.
the worst part of it all is the one that's running against him is a black woman that's Republican, and they're saying it's racist.
Yep.
That black one.
I mean, tell me.
Republican is running against him, and he's calling it racist. Come on, man.
That's how far these Democrats have gone.
You're gonna win.
Oh.
Well, that's the argument that they use when they can't like compete. It's like they just throw out the racism card and try and guilt and shame people. The problem with that is people end up getting desensitized to it. It's going to ultimately backfire because now what you have is people who are just identifying with it and saying, yeah, I'm racist, now what? And then they still like do the same thing. Right. So it's like,
ask you a question.
What?
Now this is a weird question. But it's
shit.
But I retired. I did 22 years iron working, 17 years of foreman. And I couldn't work. I live in Louisiana. I couldn't work in Louisiana because we needed to have 40% minority. You know what the only non-minority is? That is the white man. and this is a white man. A white woman is still minority.
That's right. That's right.
So, like, I had to work out of state for 22, I don't want to say that word. I will say that word, 3 years. And you know how upset I am with that? For being the only minority on the planet Earth in the United States. I'm the only one. The white man is the only minority. Non-minority. I'm sorry.
Um,
Um,
it is funny that you say that because Caucasians are the minority on the planet.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's at 54% right now, Caucasian.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, Tam.
The DEI stuff. People have to remember when they say white women, they're talking about white liberal women, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, I have been with
That's
my
all white
company
women.
10.
DI's talking
Huh?
about all white women.
No, it is white liberal women that gets the job that gets
Well,
the
Tam can
promotions.
have
And
her things here and there, but
I'm
it's
going to tell you
all
this
white
why.
women that are
Because let me tell you,
and white.
I am a Christian woman, and Christian women don't kiss up.
Not
We
liberal,
don't.
but they are, they do fall in the minority aspect.
Okay, but what I'm
Yeah,
saying
you're half of
is
the
when
minority.
but when I'm
You're
talking about the
50%.
DEI stuff,
No, you're in the
but what
minority.
You it,
I,
that,
I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is, when it
I
comes
might
to
add
the
things.
DEI part of it, and them sitting there talking about white women are higher up than
They're
the
not
black
higher up.
community and all that,
Entered into the
it is the
minority
white,
aspect.
it's
go
the
ahead.
white liberal women, because Christian white women, Christian black women, Christian black men, Christian white men actually don't suck up to the higher people. So guess what? We actually don't get those promotions like they think we do. That's why I'm sitting here
CJ, what do
saying
you got
it's the
on this
white liberals because they suck up. We don't.
one? CJ, what do you got on this one?
Listen, we talk about redistricting. DEI is a part of redistricting about as far as redistricting. However, um, this lady she sums it up, pretty much. She sums it up as far as who's doing it legally and who's doing it illegally.
The difference between Democrats and Republicans in redistricting is that Democrats are doing it illegally. And that's why we just saw the Virginia Supreme Court knock it back down. The GOP is going about it constitutionally. They know the law. That's why every court decision is handing them a victory. And respectfully, I don't think Trump started this. This was started by the Dems. Remember, 14 years ago, they had an issue with the census because they were freaking out that, oh no, the horrors of opening your door to a census taker would somehow put illegals under the gun, proverbially, which would mean that they would have less votes that they assumed was in their can.
She's right. She's
Look
right.
up California's districting on their map. You're gonna laugh your ass off. Like
But I mean, she's totally right.
California is California. There's a petition in California. They're trying to succeed from the union.
you know what? You know what? I'll tell you one thing. Just make them in their own state. I don't give a crap about that. And we got a particular spot of candidates that already voted, and they're wanting to join the United States. So we're getting 50th state back. Yeah. So
To be, to,
I'm dead ass
if I'm
serious.
not, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, Texas is actually the only one that had said that when they joined the union that they could succeed, and I think Texas is the only one that actually has that put in there where they can do
Their
that
it's in
legally
the
at
Constitution.
any time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
want that.
legally at any time.
I want that. I want that spot of Canada. And they got they got a lot of minerals, and we already got Venezuela who has oil. like the most oil-rich planet on Earth, and we're gonna go and drill there. We already sent our oil units there to go drill, and we already shut down Iran from trying to ship. I know that gas prices are a little bit high. That's an issue, but they're gonna go down real quick because we're taking care of this, you know.
I
And
got you.
I love how it's going right now. And you guys don't understand, like, and we got Cuba. You guys don't realize this, but Cuba has surrendered to the United States as well as of today. So they didn't,
I think
Go ahead.
they didn't surrender, but there's like a 93-year-old that was, yeah, he's like, screw it, I don't want to do stuff. He's trying not to curse. So, yeah, yeah,
I,
look into it. It's actually hilarious. We,
I
we
think the
already cut off, when we cut off Venezuela and Iran from China, we already cut off all their oil supply, all their power. You gotta realize that's a huge deal. And I mean, I'm telling you, I'm sorry, I said Iran and Cuba have huge oil supplies.
Oh
Who do you
yeah.
think was powering everybody? So we shut both them down. What shut down there, Cuba? So now we're taking care of Cuba.
Well,
Right?
basically,
I,
Cuba knows what they have to do in order to get oil.
They
They
got it
know
down
that,
now.
you
They got
know.
it
well,
down.
Go ahead.
back to the redistricting. I have family in Tennessee, and they're happy that the Republicans are redistricting, and they're of
They got
all
players.
ethnicities. I mean, I literally have family that is from
You
all
do know
ethnicities in
why?
my family, and they're happy about it.
You do know why the Democrats do that? They want to redistrict based on race. They want to go, here's a little squiggly line on some black people that won't fucking vote anyway. Here's a little squiggly line on Mexican people that won't vote anyway. Because I'm going to say they can't get an ID even though they have an ID. You know, it's that bad on the Democrat Party. And I really think they're in a hurry. They really got to rebuild and see how it's going to do. They've been very
I, I'm really excited for Memphis to get. I'm hoping and I'm praying that they get the black lady, that Republican that's running, because they really need somebody to help them. And I, from what I've seen of her, she's going to be really good for them. And like I said, I have family in that area, and I have been praying for that area because I've been to Memphis. It is horrible. I mean, it
Yeah.
is almost
only
as bad as New York.
south part of Memphis, south and east.
Huh?
Only
South.
Huh?
south, yeah, part of Memphis. I've been there
I
too.
know.
But who's the lady you were speaking of?
the
Huh?
the black
Who's
lady.
who's the lady?
Um,
You said her
I
name.
can't. Yeah, I said her name earlier, and I can't think of it now.
She's a
She's.
she's a mentoree of Carol Swain,
Mhm.
basically. If you know who Carol Swain is, then yeah, she ran for governor. And she ran for Congress.
She ran too far.
Yeah, but she couldn't win. She couldn't
I
win.
know,
She
that's
couldn't
why
win
she ran too far.
Yeah. So
So
And
yeah.
that's what I don't
hey,
understand is
hey, you've been a little quiet there. What do you got?
Matter of fact, yeah, I am up on the hour for myself. I gotta get ready to go to a football game. Dave,
Oh, well, we could just go to a football game. I couldn't get a word in for some of it, so it's fine.
He's gonna get work in, and he's gonna go to the football game.
go ahead, Dave.
Well, I mean, that's just my point was going to be. I mean, the Democrats have to redistrict because it's the only way they can stay competitive. I mean, if you look
All
at
right.
like where I'm familiar with, which is Minnesota, the reason why it's districted the way it is so Minneapolis will live 100 or will win 100% of the time because it's heavily blue, as well as some neighboring areas around Minneapolis, like St. Paul and even now Mankato, because of the amount of Muslims that live there, Brooklyn Park, things like that. But if you look at the entire map, can I finish? Can I finish? Thank you. So, but if you look at the rest of Minnesota, it's all red, all the way down. Right.
Wow.
And so they have to district it in that way. You can look up the voting map for who voted for Trump. Minnesota is all red with the exception of Minneapolis, Brooklyn Park, Mankato, and a couple other spots.
Wow.
Well, Mankato's not a big city, but it's how it's districted and like where they put the Somalis in the 90s, and where Muslims migrate to.
They need to redistrict that.
That's not going to happen unless.
No, not in Minnesota. Not in Minnesota. Not in Minnesota.
You got Tim Moss out there. What a great guy.
No, he's
All right.
Minnesota's wild.
So I'm gonna give everybody a last comment before I get out of here. I'm gonna start with Sugar Shane. Vote. Got you. Tammy.
Hey.
One month.
Go ahead, Tammy.
It's actually Tam, but my mama's name is Tammy. I just want to say God bless everybody. God bless the United States. God bless all of the Christians that in Nigeria that's being freed right now. God bless our president. Let's keep our nation in prayers and keep our president in prayers. I love all of you. Kung Fu CJ, thank you for letting me join today. You're amazing, my brother. Maybe one day me and you could do a show together and talk about some stuff.
Got you.
I love you.
Love you too. Now,
bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. I gotta catch a flight. I'll see you guys later.
At least internationally, travel to London, Paris, Tokyo, Japan, go to New York, LA, shot